So I've been theorising with myself about getting back into video making in general, and then I kind of decided on a whim to do the Plants as Preptober planning video that I brought out. And I thought to myself, well, I might as well use this to like leap back into the whole video making thing, let's do it. And I'd been tossing around the idea of making a series that I'm going to entitle Deciphering Writing Advice. Which is basically, the plan is to take those really annoying pithy little lines of writing advice that people like to sort of throw around willy-nilly like biodegradable confetti, and actually try and decipher what that means in a way that is easy to understand, because I find that a lot of the time when people do try and explain it, they spend a lot of time talking and not a lot of time actually explaining, and I come away not really understanding what's happening. And maybe that's just me. I am a dyslexic person, that's a factor that I have to kind of bear in mind, but at the same time maybe it's not just me, and if it isn't just me, or even if it is just me and the dyslexia, there's other dyslexic people out there, so let's sort of talk about it. Ta-da, that's the premise. So this time, this first episode, I was going to do show don't tell, but I realised I don't have enough of a grasp on that to be able to explain it yet. So actually what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to talk about writing what you know. A lot of people kind of throw that around as a ridiculous statement, as the idea that, well, we'd never have fantasy if everybody was just writing what they know all the time. And if you're taking it the wrong way, yeah, you're absolutely right. We wouldn't have fantasy if everybody just wrote about their day-to-day lives. We wouldn't even really have fiction if everybody just wrote about their day-to-day lives, or what they kind of wish they'd said in that argument that one time. You know, the stories you tell yourself in the shower. Anyway, so if it doesn't mean write about being who you are and living the life you're living, or living sort of the slightly more imagined life that you would kind of want to live, if it doesn't mean making a protagonist who is essentially a self-insert, what does write what you know actually mean? And for this, I'm going to take you all to sunny New Zealand. The year is 2019, the date is the 20th of December, it's about to be my birthday, and it's the summer solstice in New Zealand, and my wife and I have just gone to Matamata to get on the bus to Hobbiton to go to the Hobbiton tour and Summer Solstice Festival. It was an exciting time. So we're going around Hobbiton in Matamata, or just outside of Matamata, but so we're going around Hobbiton, and the tour guide stops us in front of a grove of trees and says to us, okay, so they really wanted to put in the film children playing under these trees, playing this game that's written into the Lord of the Rings books. Now, can anyone tell us what, I'm going to tell you what the game is. Can anyone who's like a super fan, who's read the books thousands of times, can any one of you tell us what stone fruit the children are piling the pips of to create towers in this game? And somebody was like, peaches, because obviously that's the first thing people think of when they think stone fruit. And then I, who freely admits to never having read the Lord of the Rings books in my life, again, dyslexic, came out with, it's plums, isn't it? How did I know this? Well, let me explain. There is an old traditional British children's games, or rather Southern English children's game, where you eat a lot of plums and then you pile up the towers to see who can get the tallest tower before it falls over. It's like reverse Jenga with stone fruit. It's a weird game, I'm not gonna lie, but it's a game that I actually used to play with my cousins who are from the south of England. JRR Tolkien is also from the south of England. The hobbits in Lord of the Rings are based on people that JRR Tolkien actually knew in real life, the culture that he grew up in pre-war. That is what it means to write what you know. It means taking things that you have lived, experiences that you have had, people that you have met, and turning and twisting them into compelling and interesting story, character, and world-building concepts. So write what you know doesn't mean write your own life experiences. It means draw on the experiences that you have, the life you have led, what you know. and build from there. So anyway, I hope you found this particular episode of Deciphering Writing Advice helpful. If you did, absolutely let me know so that I can make more of these. Tell me if there's any writing advice you would like me to start trying to decipher,